Good morning. It's Monday morning, so welcome. And today I'm having a little rant because, I see a lot of this message about the hustle, and anyone who knows me knows I'm very, very much against the hustle. And I do blame Gary V. Because he's always putting out this message of working, 120-hour weeks, working all the weekends. Now, I have no idea if Gary V has children or if he doesn't have children. But if he does have children, I very much doubt he actually knows what they look like. I just think it's weird that this hustle message has gone so far and wide with the online and, network marketing business. Now, I think it's great if you're single, if you're young, you don't have much else to do with your life, then that's great. If it's what you're enjoying doing, then work crazy hours, work long weekends, if that's what floats your boat. However, the whole reason I do this business is that I can actually see these guys and I can spend more time with these guys because that's my priority. Now, that might mean I'm not going to be a multi-millionaire in the next, 2 weeks or whatever. It might mean I'm going to take a little bit longer to get to my goals because I'm not prepared to sacrifice my weekends. I am not prepared to sacrifice my evening times with my kids and my husband, because for me, it's all about family. And every Sunday, or most Sundays, I spend that day with my parents as well, because last year I had this huge wake-up call where nearly both my parents died. I mean, seriously, it was this close for both of them. And my little boy was seriously ill. And, this kind of makes you reprioritize a little bit. And I kind of feel sorry for these people that feel they have to work on a Saturday, work on a Sunday, work every hour that God sends, when actually these online businesses are designed to automate and to take the pressure off and to do half the work for you, or they teach you how to do those things so you can implement them yourself. And hey, Peter, great to see a load of you jumping on. Do say hi. Tell me where you're coming in from. Great to see you, Peter, Tez, David. Hi, Delroy. Thank you so much for jumping on and commenting. And yes, David, family absolutely comes first, in my opinion. But that doesn't mean you can't have both. All right, there seems to be this thing, whereas you've either got to sacrifice everything to be a success in your business, or, I prioritize my family, therefore I can't have those things. It's utter rubbish. You can have both without question. It's a matter of identifying those things in your business that are creating that money, that flow of money to come into you. That's, the 20% of activities that you are doing that creates 80% of your income. And I realized actually that I hadn't been doing some of those things. And I realized actually that I hadn't been automating as much as I should. I'm currently working on doing a webinar, which I intend to then automate, which will then have automated follow-up, which will then have these automated people signing into, not automated people, but people automatically signing up into my business. Then I get hands-on. Then I start talking to people. I know I make this rant about working weekends, and obviously I do a little bit here and there, but here's the thing, right? When you take time off, when you relax, you actually are more inspired. I made some great posts over the weekend simply because it was coming from a place of inspiration. I'd had a little bit of time to sit down and read a book, and I was able to impart some of the wisdom from that book and make some great recommendations. And, that is so much more valuable than this hustle message, this work till 3 a.m. and this, work all weekend, work your 120-hour week. If you want to be a millionaire, yeah, let's do all that. But sorry, again, priorities. Okay, guys, you don't have to work all the hours that God sent you. If you want to, then God bless you, go for it. I actually don't have that compulsion to do that. I want to work and I want to enjoy it. And that to me is not enjoying what I'm doing. So, you can have it all. And if you take that time out for yourself to relax, guess what? You're going to be more inspired. You're going to jump on and do more lives, and that's the other thing. Lives every day. Seriously, people, come on. You know, a couple of times a week. That's great. That's all you need to connect with people. But I see people doing it every single day. And I think you kind of lose your impact a little bit, you know. You know, people are, you know, they're busy for the sake of being busy because it makes them feel that they're doing something. But guys, focus on what is working on in your business. And if you know you're not doing something that's maybe a little bit boring to set up, you know, and that's kind of been where I've been. I'm going to put my hands up. You know, there's been a couple of things that I've been going, oh, I'll do that later. But actually, I know, and I'm going to start working on it today. I know it's going to move my business forward more quickly. I'm going to be able to scale it, and, you know, I'm going to be able to automate it. And actually, it's going to make life a lot easier. So if you're putting something off, don't, okay? Be my accountability partner here. You can join me. Take your first step today. So David, for example, I know you're in the Maui thing. You know, why don't you start looking at maybe, I don't know, putting together a webinar, or, you know, take advantage of what you got it all in, and, you know, start getting some automated strategies in place that you can start growing your business. And, you know, just a last parting word about the hustle. Okay. The hustle, God bless it, it's a state of force, okay? It's a state of force, which means you're pushing like this all the time when you're hustling. You know, you're really busy and you're pushing. Whereas if you relax and you come into a state of inspiration, you know, inspiration pushes you. Now, isn't that a better place to be? Wouldn't you rather just be pushed forward and going with the flow rather than going against it? You know, as they say, Abraham Hicks always says, you know, don't try and swim upstream, swim downstream, go with the flow. So that was my little rant for this morning. And I do blame Gary Vee, because I think he puts a lot of stuff out. I mean, he puts a lot of good stuff, you know, and I think that this whole thing of people getting this age thing, the age barrier out the way, you know, because I know people make excuses for their age. That's a very, very good message he puts out there. But when he says, you've got to work weekends, you've got to do 120-hour weeks, I'm sorry, Gary, no. You know, I like to know what my children look like, but thank you. Hey, Rebecca, how lovely to see you. Gosh, I haven't seen you in such a long time. I hope you're well. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off there, rant over. And I'm going to crack on with doing my webinar today. So, you know, whatever you've been putting off, guys, if you know it's going to take you that step closer to success, you know, and focus on the stuff, the 20%, that generates the 80% of income in your business, and life will just suddenly become so much easier for you. And you'll have a lot more time. Hurrah. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Thanks for jumping on. Mwah. Take care. Bye-bye.